Hello Year 5, it's lovely to have the opportunity to read The Boy in the Tower. Such a brilliant book. So this is chapter 34, Obi's still out, hasn't come back yet. There's nothing to do but wait for Obi to get back. I go back to Dory's flat, and she calls me in, and I find her sitting on one of her orange armchairs with her feet propped up on a little table, reading a book. "Do you like reading?" she asks me. "I guess so," I say. She says she has some books I might like the look of, and starts picking up piles here and there to find them. "Try these," she says, and hands me a few. I pick one up that's just a single title on it, Boy. It's about someone growing up and the funny things they remember from when they were a child. It takes me a while to get into it, but soon I'm right there next to him. He's jumping into the sea on holiday in Norway, and he's putting a dead mouse in a jar of gobstoppers in a sweet shop. It seems like a faraway land to me, full of exciting things happening, and it fills my head with colour too. The blue of the sea, the craggy green islands, the orange-spotted fish that he eats. It's quite unlike the grey buildings and roads that used to surround us, and the weird sort of silver of the Bluchers now. I like it. It makes me forget for a minute or two they are still waiting for the Obi to get back. Just as I'm reading about the island, we hear footsteps coming down the corridor. Dory and I look at each other for a quick moment, and then we both spring up and rush to the front door. Obi is standing there frowning as if he's surprised to see us. I throw my arms around him. I'm so glad to see him. He gives me a little pat on the back. I don't think he knows what else to do. "Did you find anyone?" Dory asks. "Did you bring anyone back?" Obi sits down heavily on one of the chairs. "Yes," he says. We both wait for him to say more, but he doesn't. There's a big silence that I know I shouldn't break, but I have to. "Did you find Gaia?" I ask in a small voice. Obi looked at me then. No, there were no kids there. Then he looks away and none of us say anything. We sit there for quite a while like that. I have to stop myself from asking all the questions that are rising up in me, like bubbles. They are going to pop. "Did you go to Gaia's flat? Did it look like they had been there, or they had left? Had she left me a note or anything?" Instead, I just had to wonder, who is that Obi had brought back to live with us? Chapter 35. Only when Dory starts making dinner does she ask Obi again about who he found in Gaia's tower. "Will they be eating, Obi? I need to know how much to make." He just says, "Make one more plate up." So that's when we first know it's just one other person. I really want to ask who it is, and why they haven't come to Dory's flat to say hello, and do they know where Gaia is? But Obi looks tired, like there's something else that he's thinking about all the time. So I just help Dory with dinner and don't say anything. It's pasta with walnuts tonight. I've never had it before, and I want to say I don't really like nuts, but I don't feel I can. Obi disappears with a plate of food after dinner, and Dory asks me if I want to play Gin Rummy again before bed. We play twice, one win each, and then I go back upstairs to Mum. It's strange that Obi won't tell me what's happened. I ask Dory if she knows why, but she just says he must have his reasons and we mustn't rush him. It's a funny kind of sleep that night. There are no torch signals from the other tower anymore, just complete blackness outside. Even though I know there's not just Mum now, but Obi and Dory too, I feel lonely somehow. There's a moment in the middle of the night when I was woken by the most horrific crashing sound. It sounds like a groan and a bang and a smash all at the same time. It terrifies me. It's so loud and close. My windows rattle and shake as if they've been hit by something hard. Then I realise I know what it is. Gaia's tower has finally fallen. Goodbye. God bless. Take care.